Hi, Shilpa.
Hello, Shruti.
Thank you for connecting with us. And
Thank you.
so please share your profile.
So I have overall 8 years of work experience in IT industry, and so I decided to go for 1 year MBA program because I wanted a role shift within the IT industry. So that was the reason I have enrolled for and especially in the Indian B schools.
But this number of years of work experience, how do you suggest that one should shortlist the universities?
I think the first criteria, which for me, it was that the cost factor. So I wanted education, high quality education at the most affordable price, and that is why I was looking out for 1 year MBA course. Especially from IIMs and also in Europe. So the costs are comparatively way lesser in the European colleges. So that was one. And the second is that with respect to the post MBA goals. So for me, I wanted to go to IT industry only. So I was looking out for the courses where there are people with my age of experiences and where I can learn from people coming from different industries. So that diversity, big cohort, was the second factor for me to decide that.
And what are the important steps for MBA admission? So we have heard that GMAT score is the most important. How has your experience been?
I think GMAT score is very important, especially after COVID. It has become so competitive that 700, I think it has become a new normal. People are getting above 750 and 700. It is so competitive. So GMAT is definitely uh, very important. At the same time, it is not the only thing. I think GMAT just comprises 30% of your work for getting an admit. There is still 70% of work that needs to be done once you get a decent score in the GMAT. That is your application process, and the most important is the interview process.
So if you had to enumerate, the mistakes that usually people commit, what are some mistakes that one can avoid in the MBA application process?
MBA application process, one mistake is that following a predetermined template, which people can get it from the internet or by copying it from some other. So I think a template doesn't help to connect with the panels who would be reviewing your essays. So I have applied to 14 B schools and I have gotten the call from all the schools. And I think one of the major reason was the personalization, which I have added in my application. Personalization with respect to my own stories and personalization with respect to what the college is offering and how does it fit my needs. The second thing is, I think, which I learned from you only, Shruti, is that keep the professional stories up front. Yes, personal stories, you might feel that it is very important, you might want to share it, but ultimately it's a B school, they are looking out for your professional side of the story. So just you can have a combination of personal and professional story, but giving only the personal story will not help.
What strategies would you suggest for a good GMAT score?
I think one of the major learning for me was that in terms of strategy, people say that keep an error log, but it is really important to keep an error log. And at the same time, it is really, as a student, I would say it is really kind of boring task to keep an error log for each and everything. So what I try to do is that keep the error logs interesting, so that I used to make a colorful notes, either physical notes or the electronic notes, and so that I feel to go to those notes again and again. So studying so that is where when we study consistently, revise the notes, we start seeing the pattern. So in an adaptive exam like GMAT, recognizing the pattern is the key. It was the GMAT front, and also uh, give mocks, analyze it, and also learn from others' mistake is what I could suggest. For my case, I think what I wanted was that someone who believes in me and my story, and that is why when I spoke to you, Shruti, for the first time, I mean, I felt that connect. So having that connect is very important with whatever consultant student want to choose. You believed in my stories. At the same time, you also showed me the skills which I was lacking, and you showed me the path how to achieve bridge those gaps. So a consultant who is reachable, who understands you, and who shows you that what are the things you are lacking, and who is available whenever you need them, I think that is something which gives the extra confidence to the applicant.